So,
but I think we had a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time, absolutely. I enjoyed it very much. So, but let me tell you one personal thing, that, you know, we had been trying to get you to our series, I think for 3 years at that time. And that was a very weird experience when we met and we stepped into a place. And it was just like step into Bret Easton Ellis novel, because it was entirely empty. I mean, there were only 2 small chairs, one small tobacco table, and what else? A flat screen TV on the wall and nothing else, and you said you've just moved in. So I'm just wondering whether have you already furnished it or not?
It looks the same. It's the same. I added a plant. It's dead. You know, I like to keep things very simple. I don't like to be distracted. So when people come to my place, you know, they often comment that it's very underfurnished. And there's like a lot of space on the walls. And I don't have a lot of paintings or photographs. And my office is pretty much, I have a very nice desk and a very nice chair. And I have my computer, my monitor, whatever. But that's it. There's nothing else in the office. And, you know, when you're working on a novel or on any other kind of creative project, I don't want to be distracted by things, you know? It's just easier to look at a blank wall and start thinking about, you know, what's going to happen next. It just helps frees my imagination up, I guess, living in that kind of minimalist, uncluttered way. To say that you walked into a Bret Easton Ellis novel, I don't know if I should walk off the stage right now, or if I should.
Actually, the picture somehow fits into my, you know, Alice's image.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine.
So let's talk about literature, if you don't mind.
I don't.
You don't, right?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, it starts well. So, how old were you when Less Than Zero was published first?
I was 21.
Have you got any kind of role model in literature before that? I mean, anyway, did you have the ambition from your childhood to become a writer?
Yes. I did. From a very young age I was writing. Like children's books, and I would do the illustrations, and I had written, I don't know, 4 or 5 of those before I moved into writing my first novel, which I did when I was, I think it was 14. And then I wrote a succession of other novels, I think 3 of them, when I was, during my adolescence, before I went to university. It was just involuntary. It was just an involuntary thing.
It wasn't a conscious decision.
No, not at all. I just loved reading books, and because I liked reading books so much, I think that's what made me want to write books. The pleasure that I got from reading was, you know, fairly intense, and it still is when I'm reading a good book. When I'm reading a really good book, it beats movies, song. If you're lost in a really great novel, there's nothing else that compares to that kind of feeling. And it's also, I think it feels good because it's also active. You know, it's the ultimate kind of, you know, I guess reality game in a way. I mean, or virtual reality game, because you're in your mind making up the way all the characters look and how the rooms look, and, you know, I don't know. creating the world. Yeah, you're creating the world that the writers create on the page in your mind, and it's a very active process. And you're engaged with the book in a way that you're not with film or with listening to music. So anyway, yes, I wanted to be a writer from a very early stage.